Hello and welcome back to the Big Lad Podcast. This is episode 3. I'm joined today with two guests, Sam and Callan. If you would like to both introduce yourselves.
Hello.
Ladies first.
No, come on. Oh, fine. I'll take one for the team. Okay, so my name's Sam, and I currently live in France. I know George through the great platform that is Instagram, and Callan is a good friend of mine, and so yeah, that's pretty much about it. I don't really know what else I can say.
All right. Well, my name's Callan. I'm Sam's best friend.
Are you?
Hand man. Just go with it. We know George. We're both through the same platform. We met at Body Power, hooked up there, and then kind of stayed in contact.
I wouldn't go as far as saying hooked up. We definitely met each other.
Well, I'll spare you the details.
So that was Body Power 2018, wasn't it?
2018, yeah.
Yeah, you were both working.
Yeah, that was the first time we saw each other, I think. But we didn't really connect at that point. It was like, who's that big guy? Oh, he's scary.
Who's that big lad?
Yeah, I think Sam sort of almost hunted me down on Instagram because I'd posted at Body Power that weekend and he was going through all the hashtags and found my post and then
proper psycho.
Started talking to both of you from that, and then we met up at Body Power 2019 when you two came back over working with Ghost again. And we went drag racing around the streets of Birmingham to find the gym.
Oh, that was good times.
And then at the start of 2020, before all the corona kicked off, I took a trip over to Bordeaux to see them too. If you want to see the vlogs from that is on my YouTube channel. We are going to get started off with the quickfire questions. So you obviously know how it works. You've both not heard these questions before. If you can answer them as quickly as possible without trying to interrupt each other.
I drivel when under pressure, so I'll try my best.
So the first one is, what age did you both move to France?
6. I was 6 when I came over.
Bloody hell. It's a long time.
Yeah, so I spent most of my life in France. But people still seem surprised, French people, when they hear me speak English. They're like, "Oh, you still got your accent and everything," and it's like, yeah, my family's English, we all speak English, so I've kept everything.
Yeah.
But I can also sound perfectly French as well, so
yeah, it was like quite Sam, impressive when I was over there, to be fair. The accents there.
Yeah, the accent will always stick. Well, especially for me. I mean, I'm from Devon. Don't touch my turnips, isn't it? You know what I mean?
It gets even worse when you drink.
Well, I moved when I was 10. My parents, we took the shift over. I literally turned 10 like a week after moving over here. So yeah, I haven't been here quite as long as Callan, but it goes by quickly.
Yeah, it's been what? It's been 18? No, yeah, 18, 19 years now.
So, we're talking about 15 for me, but longer for you, for sure.
Yeah, so like 17.
Yeah.
I can't count very well, but yeah, somewhere around there.
So that takes me on to the next one, which is, where in the UK are you both from? I mean, Sam just basically said in his answer.
He's from
from the field that me Yankee pack, you know what I'm saying, right? It's down there.
Green Army.
There you are. That's from South Devon, Somerset, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm from Ascot, so just outside London. A bit more
posh people, isn't it?
A little bit
posh, yeah. As you
can probably hear. A couple of horses.
Horse racing and that, you
know. How do you two know each other? Obviously, you've both been there for a while, but
great story that.
What?
Great story that. I'll go for it.
Go on, you tell it, Callum. You tell it. You tell it.
Well, it was in first year of uni. So I turned 18. Sam, you were 21? 20. No, 21.
20, I think. Yeah, 19, 20. Yeah, 20. 19,
yeah. And so I was I think there's 3 English people in the class. I picked up on a few, and I heard Sam. I was at the back, and I saw him at the front talking English with, who was it, Danielle, I think, or someone. I was like, oh, he's English. I'll sit next to him. He looks like he's goes to the gym a bit. So I want to start working out as well. I've started home workouts and stuff. I'll sit next to him. I basically literally just like sat next to him when
just hunted him down.
Do you go to the gym? It's like, yeah. Oh, me too. go join the gym at uni. Yeah, okay, cool.
And
then,
that's
like-
where it all started.
And then the year after we moved in together. And yeah, that's how
Relationship
Yeah,
moved
now we
quite
have a
quickly then.
family and
relationship goals, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny because like Callan kind of he shuffled up and he was like, "You English?" I'm like, yeah, right. We kind of went
We're
from
friends
there.
now.
Do you do
Yeah,
workout?
no, it was literally like in between us, "Ooh, friends." And it really was. I can remember. I think after the first lesson, I went back to Callan's house and we I can't remember. Like literally, we went and signed up to the gym. I was like, right, come on, we'll go back get your stuff and we'll go sign up. And that was it.
Yeah, because I lived on campus, and literally the campus, the uni gym was literally the building next to my building.
It's handy.
So
No excuses not to go.
But Sam lived in the central Bordeaux. He had like a half-hour tram ride to get to me. And I had a 2-minute walk to the gym.
Ideal. Right. So, what is the thing that you like most about living in France?
Healthcare's not bad.
Yeah, I was going to go down that route as well. Yeah,
It's a bit sensible.
The social aspect.
Yeah.
I think the well, so for me when I was younger that I appreciated more was like the freedom side I had of things. When I lived in the UK, I lived in Newton Abbot, which is near Exeter, and as a kid growing up there, you can't really hop on your bike and go out and go wherever you want. But when I got here, I spent literally all the time on my bike just cycling to the next village, and you didn't have to worry about anything. Like so open, like in the countryside, and the weather's good.
It's set down in Newton Abbot as well, isn't it? It's full of pensions.
It's a little bit dodgier down there.
I mean, it's the same for me as well. When we moved here, it's like in the middle of the countryside, so you could just kind of go anywhere. If you had a bike, you could catch the odd bus, go into the slightly larger town. And it's just not just grey all the time. Bit more on the southwest here in Bordeaux. It's quite rainy, but generally it's just not miserable,
Yeah, I think
just rubbing it in.
Like the summer side of living here in Bordeaux is awesome. Like it really is. We're right next to the ocean, like 40 minutes hour drive, so you can't get better than that.
Yeah. So what do you dislike most about living in France?
They complain.
Oh yeah, God, fuck. Can we swear on this?
I don't know. I'll have to set it on YouTube saying not PG. Yeah, not for kids on the YouTube.
Yeah, definitely. The French do love complaining.
Yeah.
Just every other day there's a protest about something.
Yeah, there was loads when I was there, wasn't there, last year? I think I was there for like 4 days, and I think every single day there was a different protest.
That was right in the middle of the Gilets jaunes, though, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, that was the one on when I was going to the football match. And we couldn't get there by tram. We had to walk like half the way to the stadium. And then there was literally, honestly, you would not be able to get away with it now because of COVID and everything. But we were like face to face with everyone. It was ridiculous.
Something annoys me also that I dislike is the kind of food and snack aspect. France. I mean, like food wise, it's good, like a good French cuisine and stuff. But when it comes to snacks, you can't beat UK and US. Like chocolate bars, crisps, and just sweets. Like French have no variety,
and that's why the UK has a massive obesity problem.
No, but I mean, even like the snack thing, even for like when it comes to like we all go to the gym and that kind of stuff, you cannot get here like protein bars and kind of more like healthier snack.
I mean, it's picking up, but it's still
it's slow though. It's so slow. Like in an airport in the UK, you can get a meal deal, you can get a protein bar and like a local or some other brand of energy drink that you can't get that here. And I wish we could get that more available. That's quite cool.
So going away from France, what do you miss most about living in the UK?
Fish and chips.
Snacks.
Very snack orientated.
I don't know. I do also find that I mean, depends, I guess, but I do find that a lot of English people in general are a lot more friendly.
Yeah.
Or easier
Especially
to
up
speak
north.
to.
Yeah, easier
But
to speak.
like everyone like calls you mate and stuff. It's really closer. But French people,
Yeah.
like you don't know someone, it's really kind of formal and not as laid back.
Not about
Yeah,
that
you
life.
walk up to them. No, but it's true. Like you said, you
Yeah.
walk up to someone, you start talking to them randomly. They're like, "Whoa, what's going on here? Why are you talking?" Like, in the UK,
Yeah.
you wouldn't really get that as much.
You walk into a shop, they call you mate, or you know start chatting with the cashier, like just like it's normal, you know.
Yeah.
But
Like the last train home from Liverpool is usually quite good. On a weekend.
I mean,
that's usually quite a laugh.
The last tram in Bordeaux, when bars were a thing, was also quite interesting sometimes. I feel like everyone just like jumping the tram. You have the tram and start bouncing.
That's ridiculous. Right, so we'll start off with the first topic of the podcast, which we've briefly touched on already, which is how social media is such a good tool to bring people like ourselves together in the first place, and how useful it just is in general to connect with people that you probably would never connect with unless social media was a thing.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to go first, Callan, or shall I take that?
You go for it.
Yeah, I think more for me, like it has like more of a personal kind of aspect to it because it's kind of led on to what I'm doing now. Yeah, I think it kind of it has like anything, it has its disadvantages. I think we all know what they are, so I'm not going to bother listing everything. But I think when it comes to like having access to people across the world, I have friends in America, I have friends in the UK, I have friends in in Australia. It's you can kind of chat to all these people you've never actually met them, but you kind of build this relationship, and I think that's really cool, and it has opened up a lot of opportunities, whether it's in terms of work or like friendships or anything like that. And I think if you treat it like that and not as we're not big on Instagram, so we're not going to pretend to be, but I think treating it like that has really has been awesome to be able to like connect with different people, and like us, we sorted out going to the gym together at Body Power. We even like met up beforehand so we can spend time together and just kind of get to know each other. That was great, and I'm so glad we did that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously allowed us to meet up with you, George, in Birmingham, and for you to come over here. We've stayed in contact as well with Liam, talked to a lot. Who hopefully after all this is over, we'll probably sort something out. Him coming over here or us going over there. And I mean, it's really a good.
It's been great in that aspect, and like even from like connecting work-wise and stuff like that. I think that side of it is interesting to use as well if you do it properly. But I think you just got to be yourself and do your thing really and enjoy like having a small community of people where I don't chat to many people. I just kind of chat to a few select people that I really enjoy interacting with, like yourself, George, Callan. Well, I kind of like Callan, but and then like Liam and everything else. But you know what I mean?
Now, isn't he?
Yeah, no, it's just nice having that, I think, available, and you can also see what everyone else is doing and learn and see, exchange ideas. And if you got problems, I know I reach out to quite a few people. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? I think it's cool for that sort of thing for sure.
But yeah, it's like imagine if social media wasn't a thing and I saw you lot at Body Power in 2018.
Never see you again.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been it. But because of like the power of social media and the fact that it's there, it was used for a good thing, for a change, instead of like spreading negativity.
Definitely. And, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, so like say maybe 20, 30 years ago when social media wasn't around, none of this would have happened. Like I wouldn't have gone over to Bordeaux. I wouldn't have met up with you at Body Power the year after. But we've actually used it to our advantage.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, when it comes to Bordeaux and so many other things. It's funny you say it like that. I've done other things. I wouldn't have been working in London without the social media side of things. That opportunity would never have come around, and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah, and I can't remember what I was going to say.
Also, there'd be no point in going to the gym, really.
Yeah,
Can't-
exactly. Yeah, unless you're
can't-
posting on
yeah.
social media, then it doesn't.
If
doesn't
people
happen.
on Instagram can't see it, what's the point?
Yeah.
You
I mean,
gotta have
that's
that
sick
selfie.
advice, everyone.
Yeah, exactly. You got to show the world, otherwise it never happened, and you never
Did
went.
it ever
Exactly.
happen? Who
Pics or it
knows?
didn't happen,
Exactly.
as the old saying goes.
The old saying.
My grandpa used to say that.
Oh, George.
Like taking photos on your little disposable camera back in the day.
Yeah.
just posting it out.
Screen it up.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Right, we'll move on to the second topic of the podcast, which is what it's been like in France during COVID and sort of how you've both dealt with it.
Go on, Cam.
To be fair, it could have been worse. At the start, when did it start? Last year, February, I think. Or was it? No, it was March.
It
I
was
think
March,
we had
wasn't it?
yeah, March was the first lockdown. That was hard at first. I know, like the first 3 weeks. Like first week, I've gotten with it. I went to my parents' house where they have a garden and stuff to work out with.
Yep.
So I'd kind of made the most of that. But after I think it's like third week, started getting a bit depressed. Can't see anyone, can't go out and stuff. Then they let us out in the summer. And it's July, August. The lockdown was taken off.
Similar sort of timings with the UK, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so everyone could kind of still go shopping a bit and make the most of summer.
Yep.
Then we had a second lockdown, I think.
Yeah. Wow, it was
Yeah.
kind of, wasn't it?
Yeah, but people definitely took it not as serious as the first one. Like, you could go out and people were just out and about. Like, people didn't seem to care that much, to be fair.
Yeah.
And then from then we just had like curfews. We had a curfew at 8. Now it's down to 6 p.m. But I mean, gyms are still open.
Right.
If you have a medical prescription, which most of us do,
Right.
we can still go to the gym. But I mean, lockdown is still looming. But the government is trying their best not to do that, because people are starting to really get fed up.
Yeah, same here.
Like, they're really just let us live, because people are just getting depressed. And
yeah, definitely. Like that's what I was going to say. That how has it affected your mental health during lockdown? Like, how have you dealt with it? Have you came up with different ways of spending your time? Have you came up with new hobbies to do to sort of fill the void, essentially, from the lack of social life?
I definitely dabbled with some animation stuff on Blender during the first lockdown.
Right.
That's also I've picked up a bit of editing on Adobe Premiere.
I'll start sending you my workout videos. I'll start sending you my workout videos. You can edit for me.
Yeah, I'll send you my rates.
Mates rates.
Mates rates.
Yeah, then like the second lockdown, I kind of did some home workouts, but in my flat with resistance bands and dumbbells. You get kind of fed up.
Water bottles.
And then you just kind of, I gave up, to be honest, after a while. But then when the gyms opened back up, that's a bit of a relief. DOMs are insane, but yeah. I know what.
No, I think, I definitely agree on that side. I think for me personally, I got back. I was coming back from America. I was in Chicago for a whole month, and I literally got back, and a week later they said, "Right, you're in lockdown." Bearing in mind, I just launched my kind of video business that I was trying to get into. Well, I was shitting bricks, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. The first few weeks, I was like, "What am I gonna do?" But touch wood, I did okay, and I was able to work during that lockdown. I still had some work coming in, which, but I have no idea how it happened, but it did, and I'm very grateful that it did. But yeah, I think like Callan said, I had a bit of a dip. I think it was more towards kind of the summertime where I wasn't doing many creative things with work, even though we weren't in lockdown anymore. I think that at one point I was kind of like, what am I doing? Like I could be doing so much more. I wanted to be hitting up at festivals and, filming all kinds of stuff, but that didn't happen. So I was kind of bummed on that, and also I'd also previously with being in Chicago, I had a lot planned with the people, the company Ghost who I was out there with. I had a lot planned with them, and that kind of all fell through. So that kind of sucked, but I'm not complaining. I had work, and a lot of people were in a lot worse situations than I'd say we were. So for that side of things, I'm pretty grateful.
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky as well because I've got a 2-year contract where I'm working part time. So it's linked up to my school in marketing. So I do like 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks at the job, and then 1 week at school. And so I've been working from home basically because it's digital marketing. I can do all the Facebook stuff and stuff like that at home. So I've had my paychecks come in consistently.
Yeah.
So I haven't been in. Well, I'm not complaining, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like me. I've been working from home since before the lockdowns actually started. So it was about a week before, I think, we moved to working from home. So I've been doing that since March last year. The only thing that got me sort of really down to begin with was the gym shut on the Friday. It was my birthday on the Saturday, and then it was full lockdown on the Tuesday. So quite a lot of the bars in it, like I'd planned to go out on the Saturday, and quite a lot of the bars and clubs sort of already shut down because they were sort of expecting no one to come out. So I had basically a lockdown birthday, and it looks like I'm potentially going to have a second lockdown birthday.
Oh yeah.
And
just
be honest,
just get hammered at home.
Yeah, that's the thing. It happened quite a lot last year. But to begin with, I think during the first lockdown, the weather helped things quite a lot for me anyway, because I just worked out on my front garden, even though I got a few weird looks from people walking by, thinking, what's this lad doing with a camera and a tripod on his front garden?
They're just marring.
Why is he lifting his car?
Well, the thing is, the only place that gets decent light is the front garden because it comes over the front of the house. The back of the house is
lighting?
Not very
Makes
good lighting.
It bigger.
Whatever lighting makes you bigger, George.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be done. But then, obviously, things started opening in the UK. I think it was around July time again. We could start going to pubs and restaurants and things like that. And then everything shut back down again. I think it was November for a whole month. And that lockdown, I pretty much did like no exercise. I did a couple of home workouts with bands and stuff like that, but I just literally had no motivation to go in the garage because it was freezing. I was like, I'm sat in the warm house. Why would I want to go into the garage where it's cold? It just didn't. I couldn't be bothered. So every now and again, I'd like whip out the bands and then do like a random workout in my bedroom.
It's funny. The first lockdown, I can remember where I used to live. There was like a park that was. It was about a 15-minute drive, so it was way out of the zone where you're supposed to do exercise. So I would set my alarm at like 4 in the morning. I'd get up and I'd be in the car by 4:45 and driving to this park and working out in this park in the middle of the forest in the dark with like all kinds of shit making noise around me.
Sounds a bit sketchy.
I'd try to avoid the cops as I was driving home because I was like, oh, I got to get out because they have like these bars that were pretty set on in the park. I was like, it's better than nothing. But it's a bit dodgy though.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Then they put fences around that, didn't they?
Yeah, they blocked it all off.
They locked it up.
they were on to me. They knew.
Oh jeez. No, but it's just been a difficult one to get into some sort of routine because obviously we had a couple of months between the gyms reopening in the UK and then we literally had them for about, I don't even think it was a month. They reopened sort of start of, I think it was about like the 4th of December. And then by the, I think it was the 30, I think the 31st, everything shut down again. So we had them for literally 4 weeks.
No.
And I don't have a clue when they're on about opening it. We've had lockdown extended till the 8th of March. And then I think at the end of this month, they're going to sort of release the phased plan of how we're going to actually get out of lockdown. But yeah, can't wait.
Well, at least UK is getting people vaccinated. Here, no one's being vaccinated. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. They just have no shortage of vaccines. Even the elderly can't get, like, not all of them can be vaccinated at the moment. I don't know why. Like,
It's not ideal at all.
yeah.
Oh, a gift
There it
from
is.
Zoom running out of time. We've removed the 40-minute limit. Okay, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
cheers,
So,
mate.
I can turn my timer off.
fantastic.
Yeah, so like I said before, have you came up with any new hobbies, Sam? I know Callan said he's done a bit of animation and things like that. Have you found anything to help you fill?
Yeah, usually it.
Growing his biceps.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna lie. No, I did get into gaming again. I felt like I had to bring out that inner 14-year-old again. And I was like, well, Callan did push me on the bit, to be honest. And then I got hooked. So I did enjoy gaming quite a lot. But I did feel bad at first, but then I kind of saw that everyone else was kind of doing it and it's coming back into trend. I was like, I didn't feel so bad doing it anymore. So I was like, I should be doing something else. But I'm actually genuinely enjoying myself, so that was pretty good fun.
You just need a gaming chair now, Sam.
I know, I've only got a rickety camping chair that I'm sat on at the minute.
And use your mouse and keyboard like a real man.
Yeah, I get shit because I play controller on computer because I'm not as cool. I can't do mouse.
I heard you're Callan, you've started streaming on Twitch, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the plug. Here we go. Every night at 6 p.m.
Well, no. Well, I mean, it is in French, so I mean, sorry to all the UK viewers, unless you speak French.
Fluent, mate. Bonjour.
No, we do a lot of. What do we play? I think we should be playing Red Dead Redemption 2 tonight. Normally, but I also do Warzone, Minecraft, The Forest, and stuff like that. Just chatting shit, to be honest.
And how's it going? Have you got many people following? And
so far on Twitch, we have 21 followers.
I thought you were going to say 1,000.
21,000 followers. Yeah, get a nice paycheck.
No,
not yet. But we're still getting the grips with the platform and.
Do you reckon it'd be bigger if you did it in English, maybe, just because of more people being able to understand?
I don't know. I think there is the aspect that in French it is slightly more niche.
Right.
I think there definitely are a fewer French streamers than English-speaking streamers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have thought as well of just streaming on my own as well in English.
Yeah.
So I do it with my friend. That's why it's in French. Because it's a joint account. But
yeah, I'm not invited.
Yeah, and even when he is, he can't come.
No,
I've thought about doing it on my own a bit. But...
Yeah, I did I never have played like video games. I've never been into it. But I think it was the first lockdown, I started playing Call of Duty with my mates just because it was the only way I could keep in touch with them because it's what they were all doing. So it'd be like a Friday, Saturday night. I'd be having a drink with my family. And then it hit about 11:30, 12 o'clock, and I'd jump on the Xbox with the lads after having like nearly a bottle of gin. There was one
reflexes aren't so good, huh?
No, I'm not good on COD anyway. Like my go-to is like a machine gun and a rocket launcher and a load of grenades. And the first thing I do is swap to the rocket launcher, fire them off as quickly as I can, and just lob the grenades, and hopefully it kills someone.
No need for aiming.
No.
Love it.
No, so yeah, not ideal at all. I think we shall move on to the final part of the podcast, which is
final question.
Your interesting facts.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I had to come up with something interesting about me.
Yeah, we had to find something interesting.
Let me do a ghost plug.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but I was gonna think I could tell that story. I guess that is. Yeah, I think it kind of rolls into this whole kind of thing that we're doing. So yeah, essentially we nothing is official, but when it isn't, it isn't. But it's kind of hard to explain. So essentially, we I've already worked for Ghost when I was in Chicago for a month. It's a sport lifestyle sports nutrition brand for those who don't know, and they're getting pretty big on the scene. So and with Callan, we were at uni, and we got to our second year, and I'd already picked up on the brand kind of before it was all launched and everything. And I was kind of chatting with the owners, who are Dan Lorenzo and Ryan Hughes, and just kind of get to know them, because I figured at that point, this could be something big, and maybe not now, but further down the line, it could lead to some kind of fun things. But it turned out that Callan and I we worked together on a project, and managed to be able to actually and we worked the booth, and my connection is gone.
Yeah, no, you kind of blacked out for a second.
Yeah, you blacked out for a second.
Oh, bummer. All right. So Callan and I, we were together at uni, and we managed to put together a marketing project, and kept pushing for them to send us some products so that we could do like an event locally, and then managed to secure that. Had the phone call with Dan, and from there, that's what led us to Body Power. 2018, we worked the booth, which was probably one of the best weekends ever. We had so much fun.
I think we're like the only people they knew in Europe, I think, that could go and help them at Body Power.
Mental.
So yeah, they flew us out.
Yeah.
You were right next to the big stand as well, weren't you? That USN stand,
it was their second year there, and it was pretty big, and the turnout was insane, and especially for us, like I really kind of reveled and enjoyed that moment, because it was kind of like, shit, we actually managed to do something pretty cool, and we're actually here working a booth, which I know so many people have wanted to be there in our place, and I really grateful for that opportunity. And it meant we met loads of people the first time. Well, then it meant that round 2 the next year, we were in, and it was even better. And that's when we hung out with you, George, and even from there, it kind of led on to working in Paris. We worked Paris booth with Vanquish Fitness, which is a clothing brand. That was awesome. That was good fun. And it's led on to some great experiences. And like for me personally, I've managed to go out and work with them. I visited in November 2019, and then went out 2020 and worked there for a month in February. And like I said, was originally going to lead on to further things, but COVID and everything else. So, but yeah, unfortunately, that kind of put a stop to it. But always kept Callan in the loop, and just kind of going from there. But maybe in the future there'll be more where from that kind of story. But for now, that's kind of where it's at. So yeah, that's probably my one thing.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
So Callan, can you top that interesting fact?
Ooh.
Doesn't have to be about you. It can be about anything. I did warn you on this one. You should have came prepared.
I did. Well, that was kind of what Sam said was kind of my.
I figured that was where we were going to both go.
Yeah. I've got a sick physique. Crazy strong.
I'll put both their Instagrams in the bio below.
Yeah. Oh God, don't do that.
No, do it.
Yeah, you can go and look at Callan's basic modeling pictures now. He turned into a model recently on his Instagram.
Oh yeah, because the thumbnail on this thing is going to be pretty nice as well, isn't it?
Yeah, you did us dirty on that one. I forgot about that picture, to be honest.
Yeah, but the photo of me is in an IKEA showroom.
Yeah, but you wouldn't really, you can't really tell. I mean,
no, it looks like I've just moved into a house.
Right. No, an interesting thing about me could be I'm type 1 diabetic. That's one of my character traits.
Callan on the first date. Hi, I'm Callan, and I'm type 1 diabetic.
So
I got diabetes.
It's actually one of the reasons I started working out is when I got diagnosed with it, I'd lost like loads of weight. So I looked like I'd come out of a concentration camp because it happened so gradually.
In the podcast.
Yeah, I looked like I'd been in. Anyway. Yeah, so I mean, I got like treatment and stuff and got my blood sugar back to normal. Oh, I think we lost Sam.
He's here. He's all right.
So yeah, I was obviously like really skinny. So I was like, okay, well, I gotta sort this out, and that's when I started going to the gym with good old Samuel here.
Yeah.
No, I've
good
got
old Rehab.
I've got a few before and after pics on Instagram, which are pretty shocking.
Yeah, you should.
I'll
No,
link
'cause,
them in the bio below as well.
Were you gonna say Sam?
No, I was gonna say you should pop a picture up, but no, it's a podcast, you idiot.
Well, it
That
goes
won't
up
be
on
Yeah,
YouTube,
bring it
doesn't
up. Bring it up for the people in the chat here.
Yeah, it goes up on
yeah.
Oh
YouTube.
wait, we're not live.
We're not live. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Where was I going with that?
Not too sure.
I
mate.
forgot. Sam
Well,
put me off.
So the two interesting facts were Sam and kind of Callan are working with Ghost, and Callan is
Is
type 1 diabetic.
it's crippling.
He's crippling. He is
Chronic.
Right. I think
Chronically
we
crippling.
will. I think we'll wrap up the podcast there. If you have made it this far, make sure you drop a like and you are subscribing. And I will see you in episode 4. Thank you for listening.
Bye.